We're gonna find a way. We're gonna make a way. What? Love, love, love. Got this shit up out the mud, still grinding like I'm trying to get my weight up. Alright, I'm gonna do a collective message. For the collective. Okay, collective, being of service. What about this service? You feel good when you help others, you know, when you can, you know, not giving too much. You working on that. Yep, there we go, that mental conflict. You working on that balance for yourself of being of service, and then also being able to be of service to yourself, okay? Like not giving too much of you away, you know, keeping some reserved for you. Yep, because you want harmony. I feel like you're finding that balance. Okay, I'm getting that Gemini energy too. All right, because that harmony is the Lover's card with this mental conflict. I feel like we've been really thinking about how we can come from a balanced space of not being worried and not overdoing while also doing a lot at the same time. Okay, making specific choices based upon what we need and also what we want to give and what we can give, doing our best. Thank God for you, not literally not succumbing to temptation. Okay, I feel like you've been working real hard not to succumb to like the temptation of just you know, just taking the easy way out. Like you're actually taking the path, putting the work in, okay? Because you get even more gratification when you don't take the shortcuts. You get even more gratification. You feel more proud of yourself when you actually take the time to find what works for you and finding what's working for you, okay? There could be situations like heartache and loss, like tough situations. Y'all, excuse me. I just saw a sparkle in the air. The spirits is definitely here, okay? So I feel like you've been not allowing not falling to the temptation of being depressed, or also not being like overly stressed, because I know that can be hard, especially when you're trying to balance out your life. Whether or not you're a parent or a caretaker, or you know, you're someone that has a lot of responsibilities or something like that, and it's like energy of trying to balance out your life. We got Me, Myself, and I by 𝐃𝐢𝐯𝐬𝐳 coming on, okay? Ooh, it's just me, myself, and I, solo ride until I die, 'cause I got me for life. Ooh, I don't. All right, you're trusting your intuition, okay? You're being intuitively guided to the door of harmony. Yeah, because you want happiness, okay? You want happiness. Confirmation? Me, yeah. I just need to be alone. I just need to be at home. Understand what I'm speaking on. If time is money, I need a loan. But regardless, I'll always keep it on. F fake friends, don't take L's. We just make M's. Where y'all follow, we just make trends. I'm right back to work when that break ends. Collective, you out here putting that work in. Everybody else is out having fun, dancing on the beach and all this other stuff. And you like, you in grind mode because you want to do that. But you know, there's certain things that you want to get in order, or that you have to get in order before you can comfortably sit there in that peace and that relaxation. You know what I mean? It's mental conflict. I feel like there are situations right now that have also had you in your head, you know, wondering whether or not something is right, you know, You could be wanting love, right? No. I'm trying to be cool, but I may just go ape shit, say F y'all to all of your faces. It changes on now that I'm famous. Everyone knows how this lifestyle is dangerous, but I love it. The rush is amazing. Celebrate nightly and everyone rages. I learned how to cope with my angers. I'm swimming in money, swimming in my... But it's all good, I'm still sipping this bubbly. This shit is lovely. This shit ain't random, you didn't get lucky. Made it right here cause you sick with the cutty. They all take the money for granted but don't want to work for it. Tell me now, isn't it funny? Like, you're not taking your life for granted. You're not taking your skills for granted. You're not taking your grace and your highly favored, like your high favor for granted, okay? I feel like you've been working on that energy of like balancing grace, okay? You could be like your emotions could be up, but you're also doing your best to regulate yourself. You're doing your best to show up as your best and or favorite self and your most balanced self. And to do that while also moving in like this physical realm and then going through so many journeys. It's like a gazillion journeys going on at the same time with all of us in this realm. All of us are our own world in our own universe, in the same world, in different worlds, in the same universe, and different universes. In different dimensions, and that's a whole lot going on. There's a whole lot going on, okay? Every time. Lonely nights I stayed awake. Pray the Lord my soul to take. My heart's become too hard to break. Know I'm great and I want to be rich as hell. Having dreams that unfold in cake. All my life I've been told to wait, but I'ma get it now. Yes, no debate. You're not debating. You getting it. You want it. You see the vision. You're moving towards it. You're making it through the obstacles. You're overcoming. You're not allowing your mind to play games on you. You're not allowing your feelings, the emotions, the spirits around you to throw you off your game. You're remembering who you are, okay? You're remembering who you are and all that you can do and what you came with, okay? You're in that energy. You're catching your rest and rejuvenation, okay? You're not letting yourself fumble that. You're not letting mental conflict, you're not letting heartache and loss get you down. You're like, nah. Still grateful, still the energy of gratitude, still just being thankful, because it's that energy of, not allowing what you're currently going through or things like that to completely take your focus, okay? Not letting yourself get distracted, not letting the devil have power over you, temptation in reverse, okay? Also moving in a way that is most aligned with you and your highest self. That was kind of weird. My left ear was ringing, but it felt more like a center space, but I heard it from the left, okay? Most High Spirit, what was that? You're letting adversity fall away, okay? You're letting adversity fall away. Even when you're faced with these challenges, you're still standing strong in your own belief, your own faith, and your own energies. Because it can be hard. There'll be times where you just be like, I could just be like everybody else. I could just do like everybody else and just do something. But you're choosing not to be like everybody else. You're choosing not to take the easy way out. You're choosing to grow, okay? You're choosing to grow. You're choosing to find the lighter side. You're choosing to laugh. You're choosing to be happy. You're choosing to not be in worry. You're choosing to not be worried or allow worry to defeat you. You're finding gratitude in your purpose, okay? You're choosing your purpose. Being able to choose your purpose is making you thankful as well. Like, you actually have the choice to take certain paths, and you're choosing better. Okay, you're being courageous. Cause I am the opposite of amazing you. Cause you're a cherry blossom, you're about to bloom. You look so pretty, but you're gone so soon. Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me for centuries, and just one mistake is all it will 𝐾𝐢𝐯𝐢𝐭𝐲 will go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Hey, hey. You're gonna go down in history. You're already going down in history. You're making history, okay? We've been here forever, and here's the golden truth. I could scream forever. We are. Yeah. Even through the things that you've experienced, when he said toxic youth. Even when there are things that could have broke your spirit, there are things that could have got you down, that weighed down on you. You chose to let it make you stronger. You chose to hold that wall up, okay? I'm getting that there's a reading that I did this rising where I was talking about, like, I saw, this is the card that I saw when I was talking about, you know, your arms are shaking and you holding up the wall. This is what your spiritual strength is on a whole nother level, okay? Because you've allowed your spirit to grow stronger rather than be crumbled, rather than to be snuffed, okay? Girl, I feel you, okay? You're not being in denial, okay? You've chosen to acknowledge certain energies, especially when it comes to your health, okay? Certain aspects. You got solar plexus and heart chakra together. 34 is significant, okay? Your will to love, your will to grow is strong. Your will is powerful, which is why you're seeing these energies grow and manifest. Better energies manifest into your life, while you're seeing so many positive changes and positive movement forward, okay? We got indigo, okay? Open my third eye. There's a lot of things that you're becoming aware about and that you're accepting truths, accepting certain truths and real things. That's my baby, she woke. You want the finer things. Stay in Hollywood, stay in Hollywood, stay in Hollywood. Come to LA, come out to LA with me. This hand you shake here in Hollywood. Your power. What did I just say about your willpower? And then this card comes out. And prosperity begins. Prosperity began when you stepped into your power, when you claimed it all back, and when you chose to be courageous, when you chose not to move in the path that, like others, that does not align with you. Choosing, it takes a lot of bravery and a lot of strength in a world where a lot of people are walking the same path to walk your own path, okay? And not allow yourself to be detoured or jump back into the crowd. I just heard wolf in sheep clothing. Like, you could also be, you're the black sheep of the family type energy. You know, you just have a different calling. You have a different path and you're following that. You're not allowing yourself to get sucked into the view or sucked into the thought processes of others, because you know that if you want specifically what you want, you have to have a different thought process in order to get there in the way that would be best for you, okay? And that wolf in sheep's clothing, like, sure, you can blend in, you know, you're like unassuming, okay? You're unassuming. People could just look at you, and if they don't have the awareness or like the empathetic ability to feel your power or the clear sight to truly see you, I feel like, you know, you can be misjudged, you can be taken for granted, many different things, but you hold a great power inside of you. Right, literally the generational curse breaker. Ashay. You know how much strength it takes to be the generational curse breaker in your family, to go against everything that you were taught as a child, to go against everything that the ways that they move, you know, to move differently than how they move, when it would just be so easy to move like them, to be like them, but you know you don't want what they currently have, in which they've accumulated from how they've been moving. You want something different. So again, you want different, you move different, you know better, you do better, okay? Here in Hollywood, You know, happy, 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 all the faithful. Come on, come on. And you have the universe on your side. You have the universe on your side, okay? Some of you, well, I felt this Empress was reversed, okay? For some of you, you had, there was a certain cycle, okay, that had to do with like mother, could be like mommy issues type energy, right? Mommy issues type energy. Maybe your mother was traumatized. Maybe your mother was, you know, she had certain spirits on her. I just heard Jezebel, okay? She had certain spirits that she was moving in and things like that. But you want to be, nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me. But you wanted to close out those cycles. You want to feel more at peace. You want to have a certain type of energy that's not capped off, okay? You also want to give birth. You want to give birth to different energies. And so if you want to give birth to those different energies, you're closing out those cycles. Okay, you're closing out those cycles. I feel like you're being like the mother that you needed, you know, or becoming a better mother because you know that your children will deserve, or the children of the world deserve better motherly energy, higher vibrational mothers, okay? And I feel like you don't want those toxic cycles in your household. You don't want your children to have to experience that like you experienced your own family, your own mother going through certain things. And it hurts when you have to just watch them and you can't do anything to help them. You don't want your children. Y'all, the clock is on 111 as I said that. 111 as I say that, okay? You are bringing forth new beginnings, okay? You're bringing forth new cycles, okay? You are birthing something that hasn't been here for a while, okay? You hold within you the ability to change for the greater good, okay? Yeah. You're moving on from being unfulfilled. Now, let me turn this camera back around again because this mirror always throw me off. Okay. Okay. You're moving on. You're moving on from being dissatisfied and also not speaking up about what you want, okay? You're closing that cycle out. You're not settling. You don't have to settle. No, you don't. I just heard cut from a different cloth. You're cut from a different cloth, okay? I just heard they not like us. I feel like the spirit was calling. Okay, I'm getting the energy of the spirit was calling. You know, when the spirit called, others were too afraid or didn't want to heed the call or didn't have faith. And what was calling them was a higher force, okay? And also when it comes to that, you know, when a higher force is calling you, you have to change your ways, you have to change your lifestyle. Certain things, certain ways, certain things are not able to come for you, or come with you to that higher state. So it's like having to let go. And a lot of us have like ancestors, living ancestors and things like that we saw, that black sheep energy, that, you know, when they were called, they didn't heed the call because they were not ready to detach. They were not ready to let go of the things that they most hold dear, that were not the best for them and or the bloodline, okay? And I feel like when you got the call, you heeded the call. That's why your life is taking a different path. That's why you're seeing different experiences. That's why so many different things are happening more differently for you than they were for everyone else. And I'm getting the energy of eyes, and that's that energy. We've gone full circle. I just saw a big bird. I don't think that was an eagle. That was a really big bird. Yeah, and now you're soaring. So you're soaring, and now there's like the energies of those on the ground are seeing you soar through, and it's just like, that's that energy of earlier when I started this read, telling y'all about those two spirits that I saw before I started the read. I saw an angry spirit, and I saw a sad spirit, and that feels like full circle. 𝐃𝐢𝐯𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐭 You're completing out cycles. You're letting go of what is no longer serving you. You're moving forward. Okay, literally just like that. Like, there's a major transformative energy, and you are that transformative energy. You are bringing the change. You are the catalyst for the new beginning. Okay? Yo, I said They Not Like Us, and look what song came on after. They Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Confirmation. I didn't know that this song was about to come on, okay? They Not Like Us. He said, sometimes you gotta pop out this show, nigga. Y'all, I feel this energy. It's like this dish. You done probably had to diss. You done probably had to diss certain energies, you know, certain things. Cause it was like, I just heard like play in your face. You know, certain energies wanted to play in your face. Okay, certain energies wanted to play in your face, but you was like, no, I gotta go. I gotta go. You know, that's not for me. Universe be universing. I'm telling you. They not like us. 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 I feel like you're working on accepting, or you've accepted that, you know, you're not like others, okay? You're different. You just are. You've had to accept that. I feel like you've tried to fit in so many times for so long, and it just never worked out for the better for you. But as soon as you embraced yourself, there are others that didn't like you, but you felt better. You felt free. It's this energy of freeing yourself. It's this energy of accepting yourself and accepting that you have a different path and a different destiny, and that your path is significant to you, okay, and fine-tuned for you, okay? I just heard chosen, okay? Like, I'm getting that chosen energy. Like, you really pulling through. Like, you really pulling through some high energy, okay? Like, you here for a reason, okay? And I'm not saying that others aren't here for a reason, but you are definitely here for a reason. That's what I can say. I know for an absolute fact that you are here to bring change, that you are here to bring better, to be better, okay? Because the realm needs it. The realm needs you. You're here because the realm needs you. You are needed, okay? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. He said, once upon a time, all of us was in chains. You know how deep that is? You know how deep that is? Physically and mentally. Look, loneliness. I can't make it up. I feel like you're overcoming, or you've overcome the what is it? The spirit of abandonment, okay? That spirit of abandonment, because if you hadn't let go, then your life wouldn't be as great as it could be, trying to be in the other levels that others were in. Let me change the song because it's got me laughing. And then the next song come on was ankles. She said they don't come up to, these bitches don't but they don't make it to my ankles. Yeah. I'm getting that. You're a giant, okay? You are a giant energy. For something not to reach your ankles, you are a giant energy. You are big energy, okay? Big energy. And you're sticking to the plan. Y'all, spirit is spiriting with this playlist. Now you running the town. Spirit, look, they brought the change, and you're not guilty. You are not guilty about change, and you're not guilty about bringing the change, okay? Because you had to do it for your health, or else that health was We gon' run this town. We are. Yeah, I said it, we are. You got energy. You have better. You've pledged your allegiance to better energies, and better energies have pledged their allegiance to you. Okay, working with you. There are those that would want you to deny, that would want you to deny these energies rather than trust in them. But you know better. Those other energies are not speaking from wisdom. They're speaking from a place of fear, or they're speaking from a place of ignorance. Okay? Because you have material and spiritual prosperity ahead. Okay? You're receiving your recognition and your reward. Right? These channel songs sound so familiar. You're making big financial and material changes, and you're not allowing yourself to be disrupted. You're letting these new beginnings come in, and you're taking these leaps, these chances. What I say, a giant standing on top of the world, ruling. Okay, you are one of the rulers of this realm. Okay, there are rulers to this realm. Okay, you came here because this realm was not not being run the way it needed to be ran, and you got sent here so that you could fix some stuff up, because there was no order. It was out of order. It was out of order, and you came here naturally bringing order. Okay. I just heard, get it together. They said, get it together. I break the rules and I don't care. Doing my own thing, walking tall against the rain. Victory within the mouth, almost there, don't give up now. The only thing that's on my mind is who gon' run this town tonight. Hey, 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 who gon' run this town tonight? He started bringing the order. You got honesty, okay? We've got honesty and acceptance was in reverse at first. So, of course, I'm going to read that, the negative. But, I'm going to always turn it positive, because that's what we do here. We always turn something positive, okay? What we can, at the least, okay? So it was that energy of, with acceptance being in reverse. Acceptance in reverse is denial, okay? So you have honesty in reverse is lying, okay? So there was like this energy of, denial and moving. I'm getting that you were surrounded by an energy of denial and an energy of deception. Yeah, let's put it like that. Energy of deception and denial. But you would rather have honesty and acceptance, okay? I feel like you've raised your self-esteem. It's also helped you to raise your self-esteem and realizing, accepting who you are and living your truth, okay? Because without that, your imagination, your expansion, your imagination is truly helping you to rule your world, okay? Because you're not having, you would have had limited thoughts. You would have had limited ideas. You would have just been limited. Because you've accepted who you are, you have an unimaginable big imagination, okay? Like, there is no limit. There is no limit besides what aligns with your soul, what aligns with your rules, okay, your laws, in which we are governed by the universal laws, right? The universal laws matter the most. So it's that type of energy with you moving in flow with the universal law. Of course, everything's going to work for you. And even when it feels like it not, it is, okay? So you can rejoice in celebration. Rejoice in celebration. We got truth. The truth, your truth has removed conflict and defeat out your life. Your truth has removed conflict and defeat out your life. You're not falling down the stairs because you're standing on the scale of your truth. And that's how your life is moving. Your life moves by you standing in your truth. And it's that energy of with the scales, give and take, cause and effect. Okay? Guilty, yeah. 𝐾𝐢𝐯𝐢𝐯 𝐏𝐈𝐈𝐈𝐈𝐈𝐈𝐈𝐈. I feel like you take pride. You literally take pride in overcoming challenges and obstacles. You take so much pride in overcoming, okay? All right. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. I just heard, don't feel bad for being you, okay? You're you for a reason, and you can't be anything other than you. So why would you the Most High does not want you to feel bad. Your ancestors don't want you to feel bad for being you, because they chose you for a reason, okay? I feel like you see things, like that was just significant. I say, okay, we overcome. You see things that others don't see or can't see, okay? You can see for a reason. You'd rather see than not see. Like, it's like after seeing, sometimes seeing be like, I just kind of, so you may not want to see just so that you can live a normal life, right? But we have our own norms. Yo, I talk to spirits on a regular. I love it. That's my normal, okay? Crazy stuff is always happening around me, or I always notice stuff. I love it. You know what I mean? I like it. It was a little scary at first. It was definitely scary at first when I started awakening to my true power and true nature and the true powers that be surrounding me. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love living a magical life, okay? Like, magic, but oh my gosh, y'all. It's amazing. There are those who, would never want to live that lifestyle. They don't have to. And then there are those who wouldn't want you to, or just don't like it altogether. You live your life, okay? Normal is a statement of perception and something that you experience on a regular basis. That is what normal is, right? Most people state normal. Normal is what is mainly experienced or mainly goes on. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's right? Because somebody else has a different normal. I feel like you have the type of view, you could see things and you be like, that's not right. Like, that's not normal. You be like, that's not right. Like, you can just tell. I feel like you can feel when something's not right. You can feel when something's not normal. Like, not for you, not because you've been hardwired differently. I'm getting that energy of like Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Percy Jackson, like Percy, he was a demigod around humans and thought that he was ADHD and dyslexic, but no, his mind was just hardwired to read Greek. He had ADHD, always move around, that's putting no medicine and stuff like that, because he's a warrior in his blood at heart. He's supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to be doing other things. And I feel like this energy of you would take a close look at yourself. You would take a close look at yourself and realize these things that others would say is not normal about you is actually what helps to make you you. Things instilled in you. Gifts implanted in you by the Most High for a reason. Gifts from your ancestors planted in you for a reason. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake at all. Don't let them make you feel like you're a mistake. The things that you hear You hear them for a reason. You will. You just have to let it take its time. And it's still, you're going to always be changing, learning. Depending on who you are and your own destiny and what you want for yourself. You know, you'll even experience new gifts, like unlocking stuff. You might have a certain way of doing or experiencing something, and then one day it changes. You can gain other gifts, like, and then you got to learn after you master something, you end up somewhere else, like, you know, where you have to learn and master something else. It's just continuing the art of mastery. Life is the art of mastery, especially of self. So especially when you master yourself and you continue to work on yourself and get to know yourself and have the most control that you can over yourself, that's when your life changes for the better immediately. Helps you to maneuver, helps you to avoid, or helps you to apply pressure where pressure needs to be applied. Looking for a mentor. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's probably why you aligned here as well. You know, I feel like that's one of the reasons why you aligned with us in our soul tribe. Because this is that energy. I feel like you could learn from all of us. We could all also learn from you. Whoever you learn from will also learn from you. They should be, at the least. Yep, we can't fear ourselves. Yep. The minute I stopped fearing myself and my power was the moment that I truly stepped into who I am. You know, started to step fully into who I am and who I'm meant to be. Because I used to be afraid of myself for the longest time, because I was like, everybody else can't hear stuff like this. Everybody else is not being touched by spirits like this. Everybody else is not experiencing these emotions. Everybody else is not. I used to be like, oh my God. And then I was like, oh my God. I just knew I had the power of wrath and destruction in me. And I was afraid of my wrath and my destruction. But then when you learn yourself, you know when and where to use it. You don't become afraid of it, because the Most High has the power to create and to, you know, create and also cause chaos and different things. It's just knowing when and where and not being afraid of yourself, because you're the one that's in control of yourself. And then when you do experience those bouts of chaos, it teaches you more about yourself. And then it's that energy of having to forgive yourself. And because if you harbor that resentment or fear of yourself after, you know, you express a certain energy that you did not know you had in you, and you're extremely powerful, and you express an energy that you didn't know was in you, you learn more than anything. Yeah, the moment I accepted my truth, I became happier, I became freer, my throat chakra opened up, I was able to truly love, okay? To love and also find those that will love me. Like, y'all love me for me. I be like, there she go, there she go, there she go. Every time she walk by. Yep, everything is meant to make you better. Girl, hold on, I'm out the line. And definitely you can go into looking at different things. Like, I've studied so many different things in order to find myself. So I've studied Zen spiritualism, I had studied Hinduism, I had studied Buddhism. I was looking into every belief, religion, faith, whatever, because I'm like, I just knew that the small circle of Christianity that I was in was not it for me, that I was meant for bigger. I wanted more, and I was not getting what I needed from there. My soul was not being fed to its fullest. I wasn't happy. I was not receiving what I needed to receive, so I was guided away. I studied herbalism. I've studied crystals. I've studied the lands African spirituality, Haitian spirituality, hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, studied all of it. The manifestation, studied the animals, studied nature, just literally studied everything. And as I studied everything, I found pieces of myself in everything, everywhere. And as I studied and found all those pieces, I began to put the pieces together and was able to fully, truly see, love, and accept myself. This right here is a big key. This was a big key for me. I was like, oh, that was a big key. This one was a big key for me. I hopped off the cross and picked up my life. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And there are those that, tried to get in my way and tried to, defer me. But I knew my heart at the end of it and all of it. I've studied many different creatures, mythical creatures. I've studied so many different things, different spirits. There's also lessons everywhere. Fantasy became, I found my truth in fantasy, because not all fantasy is fake. A lot of truth is hidden in fantasy. And when I found the realm of fantasy, I found more of my truth than I did in the reality and waking world. I found more of my truth in fantasy. And it is very real. Literally, the moment that I found happiness, the moment, how old was I? I was 12. I was 12 or 13. I think I was 13. I didn't like school. I didn't like the world. I was at a really low place as a child, then depressed. Having breakdowns, all different types of stuff, hypersexual, a lot of different things. And it was this one book I wasn't able to focus in school, all of that. But then when I found something that I liked, I found a piece of myself. With one of my teachers recommended that I start reading some fantasy, reading fantasy books, because I didn't like realistic. I didn't historical, all that stuff. It didn't touch me. It didn't touch me. I didn't feel it. I felt incomplete. I felt empty. And it was a book series called Vladimir Todd. The very first book I read through fully was Vladimir Todd, and it's a vampire vampire fantasy book. And it's about a boy who he didn't know that he was a vampire, that his father was a full-fledged vampire, and his father wasn't around. And he started changing when he hit 15, 16, and he started craving certain things. He started having enhanced speed. He started having enhanced strength, almost like when Spider-Man got bit by the spider, get clear vision, all this different stuff. He started changing, and he didn't understand why he was changing at the rate he was changing. And that's how I felt when I started awakening, and when I was going through these changes as a little girl, as a preteen, because I was experiencing things. I was really strong. I felt super strong. I had immaculate hearing. For me, I really tuned in when my physical senses heightened. And when I read that book, it connected with me so well. And I read through the series. I was going through them like crazy and seeing these journeys and these things that he was going on. And I felt so connected with the character of the book that it helped me to find myself, because I didn't see myself in the humans around me, in that type of energy. I didn't see myself in the people around me. I saw myself more in the books than I did in the people around me, more than I saw myself, like more in church, more than anything else. And after I found that book and I started connecting with certain energies within myself, I started loving school. I started loving reading. Everything else became easy when I found just that piece of me that, and I didn't know where to find the peace, and the peace was, I was guided to the peace. Somebody else helped me to find that piece of myself. And then when I found that piece in myself, everything else changed. School became easy. It became easy to focus. I would get lost in my book, reading books for hours, and all in fantasy and all. And it just, after I found those pieces of myself, that was a really big help for me when it came to finding myself. And then I ended up going into spirituality and all these different things and studying different things, feeling called, noticing angel numbers, noticing all these different things. And I just started looking stuff up, and I started looking, and as I kept looking and I kept expanding, I kept learning, I felt even more better. I felt even more me. I kept finding even more pieces of me, big chunks, just consuming knowledge, just consuming so many different things, delving into fantasy and finding so many pieces of me, so many truths, so many realities. I had dove into anime, and I got called to anime. I stopped watching the news. I stopped watching like reality TV and all the BS that they have on like TV nowadays and stuff. And I just kept, as I kept going, just to trust the process. And I just kept going where my heart was calling me, what I was loving, what I felt, what made me feel really good, what I felt connected to. And then like, here I am to this day, still going, filled to the brim with wisdom and knowledge, and feeling the most myself, having the most peace. I can grab a book, like my peace, like knowing what brings me peace, what brings me the wholeness, okay? What brings me inner peace and wholeness. And that keeps me in this higher state of mind, okay? Like, so many different things, having dreams, and it was very like unexplainable. It was just, it's beautiful for me, because it's definitely a journey, still on the journey. But it's funny from where I started, not feeling beautiful, not feeling seen, not feeling heard, not feeling understood, not feeling like I fit in, not even with my own family, not even with my friends at the time, not even with the people around me, not even in my town. Never felt like I fit in, none of that. Just always felt different. Always felt like I had a different calling, and I had to trust that. And now I'm in one of the best places that I have ever been. And I don't experience that level of depression that I did as a child. I don't experience the level of not being heard. I've attracted better friends. I've attracted people who really hear me out, who listen, who get it. And it's not like, are you sure you're not just crazy? You're just imagining things. No, I was having that happen too, attracting people who are going through similar things and actually understand and validate what we're going through, because they're going through it as well. Not that we need others' validation, but I used to need others' validation until I got to the point where I don't need nobody else's validation. I'm comfortable with who I am. And if you do validate it, then yeah, that's awesome. But strengthening my mind to know that I am who I am, and I will be where I'm meant to be. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be. And having, a more positive thought process, like, yeah. Yeah, that counterpart, but you said I resonate with you for real. Yeah. Right? It's so crazy. I was like, I wanted to stay away from TikTok. Like, before, TikTok was up for like 2 years, and I was like, I'm not going to download it. I was like, it's just eating up everybody's time. Everybody's sitting here scrolling on TikTok, and their life is just going like, oh, this is that and third. And then I finally, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to get on TikTok, because I had just moved from another place where I didn't fit in and where the energy wasn't good, and, nothing felt right. And it was just it was toxic to me and detrimental to my own health in all aspects. So after I moved, I came over here, and then you know, I got on TikTok, and then I was like, I had my cards and stuff like that. I started doing readings. I started doing things, you know. I was still shy, a little afraid, because I'm like, I have these abilities. I know I'm having these things. These things are happening. At this point, I believe in myself more. I trust my abilities more. And, you know, I'm like, oh, they're going to think I'm crazy. One of my biggest fears when I came into my awakening of my powers and spiritual gifts, I thought that they were going to come for me. Like, one of my biggest fears was being hauled off in a straitjacket. That's one of the things that kept me quiet, what kept me from, you know, being myself, and what kept me from certain energies and stuff like that. But I was like, I just got to face it. I just got to face it. I got to do this. Like, I really want to do this. It makes me happy to do this. And then also help others when I do it. I feel free. I feel like my creativity just exploded, you know, and I started, like, I went from scrolling, like, in the beginning, just doing a couple of videos every so often on TikTok, and then scrolling on TikTok for like 2 hours, 4 hours, from sun up to sundown, whole day just going, just scoop, ooh, 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 to doing more creating and more guiding and connecting with those, my soul tribe here, and putting out information, the things that I wanted to talk about, talking about my own traumas, using it to heal, using it to grow, liking certain things, which guided me to the area of spiritual talk. Like, we're on the spiritual side of talk, okay? Welcome to the spiritual side of talk, or witch talk, or healing talk, and all this other stuff. And ended up on this side of talk, and I am so happy here on this side of talk. Like, I really am. And it took me having to push myself, facing my fears, and also knowing, like, regardless of even when I had left church, I always knew that there was a higher power. Like, it's just something that was just ingrained in me. Regardless of who I was around, I always knew that there was something bigger than us. I just always had this feeling. I was like, there's something bigger than us, and I knew it. And I just didn't see it in the way that the church sees it. And I was like, I felt like they were limiting it. I was like, God is so much bigger than how y'all trying to paint it. Like, y'all really painting God small. To me, the Most High is the biggest thing, like the biggest thing ever. So how could I limit my mind? Me limiting my mindset is limiting the Most High, and how the Most High could show up for me. That's how I was thinking about it. So I was like, I gotta expand. I gotta expand my thought process, expand something. Because if I limit God, then if I limit who, what, and how, and whatever God is to me, then that also limits how the Most High can show up for me. And show up through me. So that was definitely something big. That was definitely something big for me. Yeah. Whew. Y'all, let me go read these. I got the channeling. Y'all. He said, I've been wanting to start going live, but I'm shy. Girl, the very first time I went live, I choked. I choked. I was like, and the people started coming live. I was like, all this other stuff. I choked. But you know what? I get back up there. It motivates me. Like, I feel like I got a point to prove. If I get up and do something that I really want to do and I mess it up, I'm like, oh no, I got a point to prove. I'm going to come back and show y'all what this is, because I know I can do it. And so I kept going. And now y'all know, like, up here, like, we up here owning it. You know, it's definitely a process, you know, figuring out your niche, figuring out, how you want to do something, because at first I was like, oh, I got to be dressed a certain way, or I got to talk a certain way, or I got to look a certain way, or something just has to be a certain way. There are people doing things from their bed, literally in bed. There are people doing all different types of stuff. Just try it. You see something you're inspired by, you can try it their way. And if it doesn't work, you can tweak it. Like, I'm big on giving credit. Like, all over my platforms and different places, there are many different places where I give credit, where somebody inspired a conversation, or somebody inspired a certain type of way of doing something, or something like that. And trying to do it exactly as them doesn't fully work out for me. But in testing it, it gave me an avenue to then tweak it or make it my own in a certain type of way, which would be most authentic to me. So I don't find anything wrong with anybody being inspired, you know, or wanting to do something based upon like somebody else doing it, because that's what we are. We're flames of light, lighting others' flames, inspiring others. They're sticking their flame, they're sticking their wand in our flame, or you know, they got close to our flame and they liked it and it lit their flame, and now here they go, and now they're lighting someone else's flame, and then somebody else's flame, and then somebody else's flame, and somebody else's flame, and whatever else. It's definitely just about not trying to do something exactly like somebody else. Like you can naturally just be close, but when you find your authenticity in it, because all of us do things in our own ways. If you go and look at each and every last one of us readers and messengers and stuff like that, we are similar. We do have similar beliefs and similar thought processes and shapes and forms. However, not all of it is the same, and we each have our own authentic way of showing up that really creates that space where you only receive the type of energy that we receive, or you know, the energy that is us. It's like we're all the same, so we all come from the same source, but like different energy, just like siblings. You know, all your children, they tend to have the same mannerisms and things like that when you have children, but they look different and they show up different. There'd be times when they seem exactly the same, like twins or something like that, and then there'd be times when you see their unique differences, but you can tell they're cut from the same cloth, birthed from the same cloth, birthed from the same type of source and energy force. Yeah. That part. Yeah, it's just patience. It's just patience. It's diligence. It's determination. If you really want it, you're going to do what you got to do to get it done. You're going to sacrifice what you got to sacrifice to become better. You're going to change what you need to change to become better. You're going to push yourself. Like, it's all about your willpower. Like, you want it, you're going to get up and you're going to do it. If something's in the way, you're going to figure out a way. You're going to invest, you know? Let me drink some water, y'all. Like, y'all, I used to be afraid to say certain things, like my own truth, experiences, you know, experiences and things that I've gone through, whether or not it had to do with family or something else or whatever, because it's like I didn't want to make somebody else look bad, and it's not my point to make somebody else look bad. It just is what it is. The truth is the truth. What happened is just what happened. It just is what it is. And you know, I had to learn not to dim, because it's my truth. It's my truth. It's a part of me. It's something I've experienced. They're also my testimonies. Like, you think about it like that, it's your testimony. Like, I've overcome so much, y'all. I've overcome so much, because honestly, I be thinking about it sometimes. I still get up and I'm grateful every day, but there are moments like I've just be thinking, like, you know, they tried to take me up out of here, you know, like something did not want me in this realm, because knew once I was born, things were going to have to change, and I'm changing things regardless, because I am change. I am the embodiment of change. So wherever I go, change occurs. Okay, like things just change. It just happens, and it just is what it is, and I can't really stop it. It's just my energy. I have a transformative type of energy. Rich Rising, Paper Trail. Thank you for the love. As long as you have the will, you'll find a way. Where there is a will, there is a way, I say. Has your past life and spirit heart to merge with this one? Thank you. Y'all, it's 1:55 on the clock over here. Right. The soul's will to bring change, to master it. Okay? Will to bring change. Y'all hear my grandma fussing at my cat? Trials and tribulations leading to where we're meant to be, right? She be talking about some she gonna hurt my cat. She be like, I'm gonna hurt your cat. But then when I grab when I get the guy to spank him, when I go and spank him, because you don't. I love you. Yes, I brought you in the house, but you don't get to do whatever you want. My cat don't tear up. He don't get to tear up. He ain't no pissing on furniture. Ain't no cutting up no couches. You better get somewhere. You gotta get somewhere. He don't do that. You know better. I be to pop that behind. Yeah, I'm the type. Even I'm not afraid of nobody else's dog. Let somebody else's dog jump on me. No, I'm gonna pop their dog on. No, authority. No, no sir. No ma'am. No sir. Get down. Sit down. Matter of fact. She sounds like she getting better. She is. She is. I'm glad. I'm glad, y'all. Yeah, things are getting easier on that aspect. I'm thankful. Because it's definitely been a stress. Y'all know I don't talk about that aspect. I don't talk about that aspect a lot. But I've been taking care of her for a while. And it's definitely been tough being her caretaker. And then certain circumstances make certain things hard and things like that. But, you know, I'm here. Yeah. Much love. Whew. Y'all, okay, 11, 12, 1, 2. We've been on here 3 hours. All right. Sound about right. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for everything. I hope y'all have a good day. I will see y'all later, okay?